Hello, I am Zenzele. Welcome to my channel urbneve. Welcome to my subscribers, new subscribers, and first, second, third time viewers who haven't subscribed yet but should. In today's video, I am going to be trying some new makeup from Danessa Myricks. Full disclosure, this is my third time recording this video. The first time I felt like I was wearing too much makeup, so I scrapped that. The second one I really liked, except that when I put on the concealer, I blended it all out except for right here. So here we are. Hopefully third time is the charm. At this point, I already know how these products perform. So this is really just a demonstration for you. And literally this is my third time using these products. So I have a better sense of what I like, what I'm like meh about, and what is like a big hit for me. So I've already done my brows and my eyeshadow with a neutrals palette. Like, this is what's happened to me. The first time I got into makeup, it was all color, color, color. Now I'm just like neutrals, safe, natural. So what I'm gonna try to do here is my like sort of like natural neutral version of my, you know, everyday full face of makeup using Danessa Myricks. Let me first show you what I picked up from her. There are actually just 3 items. The first one is actually a new release from Danessa Myricks Beauty, and that is the Dewy Cheek and Lip Palette. She came out with 2 of them. This one is the Do It Flirty, which has, as you can see, a more sort of like rosy, colorful color story. And I love this packaging because on the back, it's clearly listed what colors are in this palette. So this first one is Coquette. This one is Sweet Cheeks. This one is Zozo or XOXO. And this bottom one is Tease. So that is what this looks like. The other one is called Undercover, and it's more of a deeper, neutral, chocolatier palette color story, which I totally gravitated towards, but I'm trying to break out of my comfort zone just a little bit. So I picked up this one instead, and I'm actually kind of surprised at the way that this performs, which I will demonstrate for you later. The other thing that I picked up from Danessa Myricks is the Contour Cream Balm or Balm Cream. I've heard a lot of amazing things about this. I got it in the shade Medium. This is what the packaging looks like. Just press this here and it comes right up. So this is the shade that I picked up, which I think is pretty good for my complexion. It might be a little bit more cool tone than I'm used to, but like I said, you will see when I use it what it looks like on my face. And so the last thing that I picked up from Danessa Myricks Beauty is a sample of her Vision Cream Cover Foundation, which I read is sort of like combined with concealer. Like, you can use it as a concealer and a foundation. This shade is Warm 5, and I'm going to be mixing it with Neutral 6, which is a shade that I received with a bunch of smaller samples with my purchase of these Danessa Myricks items. So these are the samples that I was sent with my purchase. As you can see, I've already gotten into them. And this shade up here is this the Neutral 6 that I'm gonna be, yeah, this is the Neutral 6 that I'm gonna be using. This one is the Warm 5, which I have right here. Although I'm thinking maybe I should try this one. Yeah, I'm gonna try Neutral 7. That's this shade right here. I'm gonna try and mix that with this shade, the Warm 5. So let's try that. So that's Warm 5. And it's nice and everything, but it's definitely not my match. And I feel like there might be some shades missing here because I don't know, I have to take a look again and see if I can find something closer, but I'd really love to find my exact match in this foundation. So now I'm gonna swatch the Neutral 7 shade. That's this. I'm gonna take a little bit more. So this is neutral 7. That's a little bit better. So I'm just gonna mix this with my fingers right now along my jawline. This is a very full coverage foundation, so you don't need a whole lot. Neutral 7 might be it. I feel like, I can't believe I haven't tried that one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out with my flat top Kabuki foundation brush by Sonia Kashuk. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, this might be, I think I used neutral 6 or neutral, yeah, I think I used neutral 6 the second time I tried to record this. And number 7 is looking like it might be it. But it is mixed with the warm 5. And I love, if you've been watching my channel long enough, you know, I usually like to be warmer and deeper than my skin tone actually is. So I don't mind adding some warmth in my foundation. Oh my God. I mean, this is the 3rd time I've done this, but I mean, this finish is amazing. The coverage and the finish, it is so satiny. And by the way, I forgot to put on any primer. My skin is prepped with my usual skincare. I seal it with Black Girl sunscreen. That is all that's on my face right now. And that's fine because I'm not going anywhere. But wow. Wow. So let me get this neutral 7 and just see what that looks like on its own without using the warm. And not too much. And just see what that looks like. It's not bad. It's, I'm just so always like panicked about looking like too light or making my skin look lighter than it is. I don't like to go lighter. I want to go a little darker, a little warmer, but not too light. But this is not bad. This is not bad. I'm gonna add a little bit of the warm to this as well. Just do a little dab here. Yeah. Okay, so what am I gonna put up here? I'm gonna put a little bit of the warm 5 up here, here. Yeah, this is, I mean, already this looks amazing. And I love, I mean, I don't use super full coverage foundation. I mean, I have full coverage foundation in my collection, but I don't use it very often. So I was just like, whoa, like this is like full coverage, but it is so beautiful on the skin. It just is so satiny and amazing and very skin-like, you know, and very perfecting. I love it. So for concealer, I'm actually gonna do something weird and use the next lighter color in this set of samples that I got, which is the neutral number 6. So number 6 is this shade right here. I'm gonna lightly place that under my eye, and I'm gonna treat it like concealer. That is quite enough. And I'm actually gonna set this too. I'll put a little here, a little bit here, a little here. So I'm gonna blend that out. Oh my, wow. That is amazing, wow. I've never done this before, like used, have I? No, I don't do this very often. Use foundation as a concealer or lightening under the eyes, brightening, should I say, brightening under the eyes. This is freaking perfect. It just, it just disappears. It's like airbrush. What? Okay, I'm gonna go a little crazy here. Wow. Yeah, trust me, this third time, this is the better video. I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier translucent powder in honey to set that, because I gotta set. I mean, I have to say that the other thing about Danessa Myricks makeup is a lot of it is cream based, and I get nervous about using cream stuff because I feel like it's gonna stay sticky and it's gonna be shiny. So setting is part of my routine to avoid high transference situations. Although I must admit, this is kind of weird setting under my eye since this is not actually traditional concealer, but whatever. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the Balm Cream Contour, and yeah, I'm gonna admit this makes me a little nervous. I feel like maybe I should have done it before I set. I don't know. We're here now, so let's get to it. I'm gonna use this brush from LYS, is what I use to do cream contour, and I have, let me stop lying, I've used Makeup Forever, the foundation stick, to do contouring before, so this is not new to me, but I feel like when I first tried this, the first mistake I made was I used it like bronzer and I put too much on, and I want to try to be like really kind of just define just this part right here. So let's see if I can do that. So I'm gonna take a bit on the brush and just start right in here. Yeah. And just let that be that and not bring it too much in this area. Because a really good contour, which I believe this is, it acts as a shadow. You're not supposed to like really see it unless you're going for a beat face, very carved out look. But I love it, the way that it just really feels like it's a natural shadow and you can't see it. It doesn't look like a swath or a streak. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I might put a little bit down here. Okay, so I might have gone a little crazy on this side, because I feel like this, I'm gonna just try and fix it. Or actually, when I go in with blush, I might be able to correct that a bit, but yeah, I'm not even gonna, I usually come down here, but I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it up here for this. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. So now I'm gonna go in with bronzer, and the bronzer that I always use, my very favorite, is Mented Yacht Life. As you can see, I finally hit pan here, but I have backups. So I'm gonna use that. because I am really kind of learning still about bronzer and contour and the difference. I think I'm starting to understand. Like bronzer, you can kind of blend around. It's like covering more area, whereas contour really has to be shadow. It has to be a little bit more defined. But I also like bronzer on top of cream contour because it sets that as well. Yeah, and this also corrects, as you can see, like where I felt like I smudged the contour a little bit, the bronzer just fixes that up. So we can't see that mistake. So for blush, I'm gonna use the shade Coquette. That's this shade up here. Now, I swore, because in the first video, when I did this for the first time, I used this shade and it was just like, oh, no. Blush, if you've been watching my channel once again long enough, you know, makes me really nervous. There are some cream blushes I have found that I absolutely love, that I can work with, that I can depend on not to make me look like a clown. This was not one of them. So I thought, let me try this one, even though I thought this is just gonna be too light, it's not gonna show up, but it's actually really, really pretty. So let me just show you what that looks like. So I'm gonna use this brush right here. Take a little bit of that. Yeah, that's so pretty. Oh, I love it. Never in my life, I would never look for a color like that to put on my cheeks ever. But I really like it. It's just dewy. It's pretty, it is light. I really like it. And it looks natural. Like it just looks like it's coming out of my skin. It doesn't look like it's sitting on top. So all of these products just work really wonderfully together, and I love, love, love that. So in addition to receiving the additional samples of the Vision Cream Cover, I got samples of the Vision Flush for lip, cheek, and eye. And that's what that looks like. It's totally dirty now because I've definitely gone in and sampled those. And these are what they look like. This I remember is Sweet Nectar. I think this is Toasted Almond. I think this is Tutu. This is bread and butter, I think. This is Ballet Slippers, and this is Tiara. So Tiara is what I'm gonna be using for highlight or luminizer. And that's what this looks like. Just watch it here. Oh my God, I love this so much. I love this. So not to waste, I'm gonna take a little bit from my wrist. Just go in here. And you cannot, I mean, I haven't been able to like use too much of this because it shears out so beautifully. I mean, I could put a little bit more. I can do more. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about this except that I love it, and I will definitely buy a full size of Tiara. It is so everything that I love about liquid illuminating and highlighting products. It's foolproof. It's foolproof. And it gives you this really natural inner glow. Whoops, I got some tutu in there. Oh boy. Let me see if I can blend that out. Oh no. Yeah, I think that's okay. Amazing. Lastly, for my lips, I'm gonna use a shade that I absolutely love, Ballet Slippers, another shade that I never dreamed that I would like. So this is Ballet Slippers right here. I would suggest using a brush to apply these on the lips if you're not comfortable using your fingers, but this is Ballet Slippers. And I'm gonna add that on my lip. Oh my God, I love this shade so much. And you need so little of this. So I'm gonna add some lip liner to this. I'm using Mented's lip pencil in Dope. And it just gives it a very light kind of like lining, not too dark. Yeah, so I really love this. It is the perfect nude shade for my complexion. I'm always on the lookout for those. And once again, I was very surprised by this. I did not expect to love this shade so much. And once again, this is definitely one that I would buy a full size of. I'm gonna go off camera, do my eyes, put on some liner and mascara, and then come back with my final thoughts. Okay, so I am back with my full face done. Eyeliner, mascara. I set my face with the Professional Super Setter by Benefit. That's this. I've been using this for a while. I love it. I'm actually gonna go ahead also and put some gloss over this lip look because I'm a gloss lady. I'm gonna use Fenty Glow by Fenty Beauty. This is the cream version. So, I mean, you can pretty much guess how I feel about the Vision Cream Cover Foundation. I love it. Like, it's amazing. The way that it looks to you in, you know, wherever you're looking at this, like, it truly looks like this. It truly is just perfecting and dewy and satiny, and I freaking love it. And I feel like number 7, neutral 7, I keep saying number, it's neutral 7. They have neutral and warm shades. It might be the closest match for me. I'm gonna do more research on Danessa Myricks Beauty on the website. Danessa Myricks Beauty is also available at Sephora right now, which is amazing. You can go into Sephora and look at her stuff in person and see it firsthand, what works for you. I purchased these items directly from Danessa Myricks Beauty on her website because I want my money to go directly to Danessa Myricks, but I think it's also wonderful that she's available at Sephora as well. I think it's fantastic and I'm so happy for her. I'm definitely going to continue to use the neutral 7 shade mixed with the warm when I use this again in the future. I feel like it's just a perfect balance for me of the neutral shade in my complexion and the warmth that I just like to have on my skin when I use foundation. So I give this foundation like 2 thumbs up, 10s across the board. I think it's absolutely lovely. And I definitely recommend to anyone who's looking for a really good full coverage foundation that's also dewy and satiny and perfecting. I just can't stop saying that. The Dewy Cheek and Lip Palette. This is something that I just did not expect to like that much. Like I said, I was just gonna push myself out of my comfort zone and not go for the ones that, you know, the mocha, the neutral one, the undercover palette that I would have been very comfortable using. And I'm glad that I did. This shade right here on my cheeks, I love it. I love it. This one, like I said, I used it in the first video. It's a lot. It's a lot. I like this. I like natural looking. I like not too like in your face. I feel like bright colors like this, in my personal opinion, look amazing on deeper complexions. And again, I am still learning about what blush shades look good on me. I'm gonna continue to experiment with all of these, but I really do love this one. I'm sure I will find a way to use these as well, especially since these are for lip and cheek, so I can experiment with them on my lips in addition to using them as blush. Speaking of which, the samples of the Vision Flush shades that I received, I did try to use them in the first video on my eyes, and it was a no-go for me because even though the finish is really nice and matte, it still ends up sitting in my creases. So the eyeshadow look that I've done here, I used what I feel safe and comfortable with, a powder eyeshadow palette. I've never found a cream eyeshadow that I like on my eyes that didn't just end up in the creases. Like, that's just how that's gone. So even though I love the Vision Flush shades that I use for my lip, the Ballet Slippers and the Tiara, oh my God, love those. On the eye, it wasn't a hit for me at all. The Balm Cream Contour, I feel like the way that I used it this time, it came out perfectly. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. I love it. I think that with cream stuff, you know, I get a little nervous when I haven't used it enough to really say, definitely get this. But if you are comfortable with cream products and you like a good cream contour, definitely check this out. I really liked it. So yeah, that is basically it for my review of these new Danessa Myricks items, the Dewy Cheek and Lip Palette, the Balm Cream Contour, and the Vision Cream Cover Foundation, in addition to the Vision Flush shades that I use on my lips, Ballet Slippers and Tiara. I love this look. I think it came out really nicely. And I think that for a full coverage foundation, which I don't use very often, I was able to still achieve a toned down, you know, elegant, soft look. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below if you've ever tried any Danessa Myricks products. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't as yet. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you're notified every time I drop a video on my channel. And I hope to see you in my next video soon. Bye.